turn a good time into a nasty ride. Nasty ride. Nasty ride. Nasty ride.
Okay, okay, we are live. Say hi, Garbo.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Jstris Cup July monthly tournament finals. I'm here with Garbo. Garbo is gonna be the host and commentator today.
Yes. Thank you for showing my Twitch link on stream.
Yeah, you can visit him. His twitch.tv/garbocan_. And now we have a really tough bracket right now coming up next. Julf, can you please show the bracket? Okay, the bracket right now is, for example, we have okay. This was the format. 8 players qualify from. No, 8 players qualify from 2 open qualifiers. Okay, and they faced the top 8 players of the last Jstris Cup. Okay, so we got 4 groups of 4 players, and 8 players survived, and now they are here. Oh, Garbo, can you please present some of the players?
All right. So we have a lot of strong players here. You know, actually, originally, when I first saw this bracket, I'm like, dude, Firestorm's gonna win. This is gonna be it. But he now just recently said in Twitch chat that he's using an unoptimal setup. So we might see an interesting battle here. It might not be as one-sided as I expected it to be. And so we have Master, Aphys, Wumbo, Mudra, Firestorm, Seto, Eddie, and Delicious. And so this is a pretty strong lineup of players. Many of them are mainly Jstris players too. So yeah, the main players that we should be looking out for are, I'd say Wumbo, Firestorm, and Master. Those 3 are probably, in my opinion, the strongest. But then, again, there's lots of room for upsets still. So wait, what, Dazer, could you remind me on what the format is for these matches and what the first 2 kind of thing is?
All these matches are first to 10. On the group stage, the matches were also first to 10. And we have to also mention that this tournament has actually cash prizes. So we need to say thanks to our sponsors. Right now, the sponsors are Latin Gaming Arena. Thanks to Rob Designs, that works with Latin Gaming Arena. Thanks to Hard Drop, that also donated to the prize pool. And thanks to Macherino, that is the current platform for the prize pools. And the prize pool right now is like on 70 USD. It's like $70. And people can also donate to the prize pool. So these are the format. And we are now waiting for the first match of the day. It's gonna be Aphys versus Master.
Yeah, so this is actually I was watching before this. I was watching some replays from Master and Aphys, and it seems like Aphys got himself into a kind of bad matchup here. Master really likes to mix together clean and messy garbage, and that seems to be what Aphys dies the most to. But sorry, Is that on stream? Wait.
You.
Is he supposed to mute his mic?
Oh wait, no, okay.
Okay.
No, we have another audio channel, and and Julf is talking with us right there, but he's not on the stream, and we're thinking like, oh my god, is he on the stream? No, he's not. Okay.
All right, don't worry. Professional stream, everyone. Okay, but anyways, what I was saying was that if there's any way that Aphys is gonna win this one, it's gonna have to be through his fast downstacking. Because while he doesn't have the most efficient downstacks, he can pull them out very, very quickly. So if that can be used in his favor and he gets some good garbage holes, I guess it sounds kind of bad when I say it like that, but I do think that Aphys has a shot at winning this. If he can use his garbage effective enough. But the outcome of this match is really going to come down to how well he uses that garbage. And Master will not stop sending combos and stuff and non-stop cheese. So I've played firsthand against Master. He's kind of a nightmare to play against as far as cheese and stuff goes. And some of the spiking that he does is also very, very good. So Aphys got a lot in his hands.
Okay, we are almost ready. Master is here. So I wanna say to Julf. Okay, are we ready to change things? Okay, we are ready for the match. Garbo, are you expecting right now?
Yeah.
Okay, we are. Okay, we are ready. Master. Master, you can join right now. Okay, both players are right now ready. It's gonna be warm up. So, ready, enter Master.
It looks like he's already in. For me, on my screen, it's Master's in. We're having some difficulties here.
Oh, wait, Jstris, please don't do this to me.
Okay, it works.
Okay, Master is in. It works. Okay. So it's the first round of. This is gonna be the first round. Is a warm up, and Garbo, you are ready.
Yep. Okay. So yeah. Again, this matchup, as I said before, it's really gonna come down to how well Aphys uses his garbage here. And if he keeps making unclean decisions like he is there, as you can see, he kind of he made a weird upstack, and it took him a little while to get through it. So it's little suboptimal things like that that are gonna get him killed versus Master. But if he plays it clean, he actually doesn't have too bad of a shot at winning. Although easier said than done with some of his misdrops. Anyways, looking at Master's side, Master's playing it very, very cleanly there. Again, as you can see, he mixes together clean and messy garbage by putting some combos between his back-to-backs. But when I say back-to-backs, I mean T-spins and Tetrises. But really, he doesn't use back-to-back very much. And that means that while he's not getting the highest APM, the messiness of his garbage is very, very hard to play against. So now we're starting in the first to 10. Aphys already not having a very good up stack. He's gonna have to take a little while to dig through his own stacking. But Master in a very, very bad position here. He did some weird TST attempt. His T-spins aren't the greatest, so it didn't look like that yielded anything good for him. Although, his downstacking is at the point where it doesn't matter too much to him. And Aphys not putting on the pressure that he needs to do, because if you can take advantage of those situations where Master goes for something that isn't very optimal like that, those are his opportunities to strike and really take the wins here. But right now, as it stands, they're having a little bit of a back-to-back fight at the, or not a back-to-back fight, a back-and-forth fight at the top of the board, just sending off small combos here. And it looks like Aphys kind of slipping. He's losing his grip on the match. Master, again, sending very, very nice spikes of messy garbage. Yeah, Master is playing very, very fast. If you can see the PPS counter, he's playing at 3.5 right now. Aphys is just getting mowed down by pure speed. Although Master actually has a really bad stack there, so he takes a little while to fix it. That gives Aphys a little bit of an advantage, but Master is just speeding up here to bring that advantage back to his side. Aphys has some cheese to work with. Again, his downstacking is very fast. He doesn't really slow down at all and make any compromises in speed to go for those downstacks. Master has a really bad S-piece misdrop. Will Aphys be able to capitalize on this? But it looks like Master's done fixing it, and Aphys had built up a spike ready for that, but he's just not ready for Master's speed. Because by the time he finished building up that spike, Master had already gotten down, fixed that misdrop, and is in a position to defend and attack. And so Aphys having to kind of build a weird stack here. He doesn't want to stack over that garbage hole, but in the end, his indecision there caused him to lose that round. Now we're seeing Master having weird T-spinning again. He's trying to go for things that are kind of, I believe, out of his reach as far as T-spin vision goes. Because if he keeps having to cancel like that, he could give up many rounds that he certainly did not have to. Aphys having, again, that nice mix of cheese and clean garbage from Master being sent to his side. But Master having really bad O-piece misdrop, which causes him to lose the round. Even though he had a good combo there. So yeah, again, I don't mean to sound like a broken record here, but we should be putting emphasis on Master's kind of distribution of types of garbage, because he sends messy and clean garbage mixed together, which means that it's hard to access the clean garbage too, to send attacks back. And he's really using the strengths of both of those garbage types to his advantage here. And that's just not something that Aphys handling very well. He has a T-piece misdrop. Doesn't look like it matters that much, just because Master wasn't building the best spiking there. So let's see how Aphys handles this garbage though. Again, it's a little bit overwhelming. He has a lot of cheese on the top layer of his garbage, and that really makes it hard for him to dig through it. And while that's happening, Master took no hesitation towards just sending a ton of garbage towards him, spiking him up and off the board while he was struggling. And now Aphys, again, having to compromise his stack a little bit due to what seems to be a J-piece misdrop, and he does not have the T-piece for that T-spin anywhere in his queue, so he's going to lose that round. Now, coming into this next round, Master building up a little bit of a 3-wide combo, and doesn't look like that yields any nice garbage for him. But now we can see he decides to go for an STSD there, has both the T-pieces, and then goes into a little bit of a combo there. But the clean garbage came out on top, so Aphys has some fuel to defend himself here. Although he wastes the I-piece, the crucial I-piece. he was able to cycle towards his next one by just using speed, but during that time that he was cycling through pieces trying to get that next eye piece, due to the one he wasted, Master went and built up his own spike, and was able to take him out. So, now, Aphys having... I don't know what's going on with his weird stacking. He's going for some very, very strange positioning. And that's causing him to lose early game advantage very, very fast. So, that's also not something that's doing him very good, since having to start every round off at a disadvantage, while already being a lower APM player and not having a speed advantage either, that's really his only shot at winning, and he's kind of throwing it out. But now we see Master, again, playing it very, very cleanly. It's going to come down to Aphys because Master's very, very consistent as far as this APM goes. As long as he's not trying any of those TSTs that he was doing earlier, his output is actually very good. But right now, he's not sending as much cheese. But as I say that, he sends a nice layer of cheese at the bottom. Aphys having to make a weird stack there due to his pieces, and wasn't able to access that huge kind of line of clean garbage that he had. And I think that's really the problem that Aphys having right now, is that he's stacking too uncleanly to make usage of clean garbage that he's receiving. Because if Master mixes up his garbage in the wrong way and sends the clean garbage first, then Aphys is going to be able to use that clean garbage that he received to cancel the messy. But, again, those strategies, they're very, very hard. I know it's easy to talk about them, but to do them in a real game, it's very, very difficult. So, yeah, Master, looking to end this game quick, he builds up a very, very large spike. But Aphys being able to cancel them with some nice T-spinning of his own, he's actually keeping it very, very clean on T-spins, and kind of ignoring downstacking his cheese till the last minute. That seems to be beneficial for him, since he can use those little T-spins there that he had built up to cancel some of the cheese sends that Master is putting out. And it looks like he's kind of having more of a grasp on the situation. Master, stop going for those TSTs, dude! He looks like he goes for another one of those TSTs. Again, very, very, very messy and non-functional. And Master going for a super strange STSD. He's fast enough to be able to execute that, but had he been at the same speed as Aphys, Aphys would have been able to really punish him for it. But he's actually, Master's getting away scot-free with so many different things just because of the speed advantage that he has here. And again, he's able to push right down to the bottom of the board and get 2 T-spin doubles with that big spike. A lot of it being cancelled by a nicely timed fractal from Aphys. Had he not done that, he would have not been able to defend himself against Master's 2 T-spin doubles. So, Master, again, going for a lot of T-spins, keeping it fairly clean. And then, coming down here, they're both near the bottom of the board, so we're seeing kind of a reset of the game. Aphys going for a very, very ambitious triple-double attack, also known as a C-spin. And it turns out well for him because he has Master spiked up, and we're actually seeing hurry-up garbage. The match has lasted long enough, and looks like during that hurry-up garbage, Aphys was able to take advantage of it due to Master not being able to get down and to really come to a safe position. And being in those safe positions by the time that hurry-up garbage strikes is very, very important. For any of you who've played in the default room on Jstris, you probably all know that very, very well. And, so, I'm wondering now, because I actually didn't know that this rule set had hurry up in it beforehand, But that's also another win condition for Aphys, I believe. Since he's gonna have to drag out these games if he wants to get there. It's a lot easier said than done due to the endless sea of cheese that Master seems to be putting out. And it looks like, speaking of cheese, he has a very, very nice layer of cheese right before that clean spike. But Aphys doing a good job of getting through that, while Master misdrops a ton. Very unfortunate misdrops for Master, because he gave up his opportunity to get the win there. But can Aphys make an advantage out of that missed opportunity from Master is the question here. So Master actually, he waits. Okay, that was a very, very well-timed wait. If you guys saw there, Master actually waited to tank the garbage so none of his sends would be cancelled. But it seems to backfire on him because it sent a lot of clean garbage, and Aphys was in a good spot to send that all right back. So actually, with that wait, even though on paper it seemed well-timed, due to the cleanness of that garbage, Aphys was able to actually make somewhat of an advantage out of it, although that advantage is kind of gone at this point due to Master's ability to just combo right out of that. So now, Aphys is dealing with a lot of cheese, many, many lines of cheese, and it looks like it's going to be match point for Master now. So Aphys going for a lot of clean sends here. Goes for 3 T-spin doubles. And that's going to be actually that was a very, very bad move for Aphys because it sends a lot of advantageous garbage towards Master. Against people who play, who are good at accessing their garbage, you really have to be worrying about what kind of garbage and have to be conscious of what garbage you're sending. And that's what made the round. So, the score is 10 for Master to 2 for Aphys. That eyepiece misdrop was very unfortunate. So that's round 1, and we'll have Master moving on.
Okay, the brackets are ready again. That was a really good match. I wasn't expecting all the problems that Master got on the matches. On paper, this was like, oh, Master is gonna 10-0, but it didn't happen. Oh, Garbo, you can talk right now too.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Leave me alone, Garbo.
I don't know, Dazer, you were like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll assist you. Okay. Anyways, our next match is gonna be Wumbo versus Mudra. Mudra, and Wumbo is already a very, very well-known player, also known as Squirtle, and, like Master, he's also gotten mixing clean and messy garbage together. He's got that down very, very well. So, Mudra's playstyle, it's kind of like, it's very reliant on getting to the bottom of the board, being in a safe spot, and then spamming out T-spin doubles. And, the problem with that is that he may not have a chance to even do that against a player like Wumbo, especially with the speed gap too. But that being said, a lot of people may think that this is gonna be 10-0 sweep for Wumbo, but I actually believe that if and this might sound like it's hopeless, but if Wumbo has some crucial misdrops or unclean stacking, Mudra is actually in a not bad spot to take advantage of it, since his APM doesn't really rely that much on taking garbage. And I think that I think that if anything, that's gonna be what determines this match. If Mudra can get to a safe spot and is given enough time to let his empty board APM shine.
Okay,
so we just
we're ready to enter the room. Okay, so Julf, you can change the scene, please.
Okay, are we ready?
Who can reset counter here? Reset counter.
No, it's only the
Oh,
players
no.
that. Jez, please.
Oh no!
All right, listen,
Oh,
Jez, if you're
no.
listening right now, make it so the host can reset the counter. Okay, we're good. We're good. Also, Jez fixed T-spin detection.
Yes, he did.
Anyways, okay, so
And we're on.
is this one warm up?
No,
or-
the site
okay.
will not warm up. We are on.
So okay, this is the match then.
Yes, the match.
Okay, so we're seeing from the very start, right off the door, Mugra's misdropping. I don't think it's I think that might be from nervousness, just because Mugra doesn't play in too many tournaments, from what I've seen. And again, that mix between cheese and clean, Wumbo's really gotten it down. As you can see there, he sent a layer of cheese first, and then he sent a bunch of clean garbage. So the advantage with clean garbage is that you can send a lot of it very fast, but it's easy to get rid of. So if you send cheese first, it kind of eliminates that problem, or it at least mitigates it a bit. And it looks like, even more so than Master, Wumbo has gotten very good at that. So we're seeing 2 back-to-back perfect clears from Wumbo, and this is gonna get a lot of clean garbage in circulation. So the main advantage for PC Opener is that it puts a lot of clean garbage in play, and that really gets a huge back-to-back battle going, which is actually playing to Mugra's strength more than that mix of clean and messy garbage. But again, still, even if it is his strength, Wumbo's APM is just far better, actually playing that round at 130. So we're seeing Mugra go for a C-spin opening, which actually compromises his stack a lot, because he had to put a like 4 lines of blocks right above his garbage hole. So that's something that he will likely not have the luxury of doing in many rounds. Although this time, Wumbo didn't really send that much garbage to him, so he was able to manage it. But now we're seeing Wumbo having a combo there. Maybe a combo wasn't the best move for that situation, but it's still getting the job done because it's putting Mugra in a bit of pressure here, which will keep him from, again, having that empty board where he does the best. So this might be one of Mugra's weakest matchups to go against, since again, Wumbo does not give him any breathing room with getting to that empty board that he wants to be in. So Wumbo, though, having a kind of weird T-spin, like incomplete T-spin triple, which actually makes it so his downstacking is a bit tougher, but still downstacking it very cleanly there. That was actually Mugra's opportunity. If there was any opportunity within these past few rounds, that was definitely his strongest one, but he wasn't able to capitalize on it very well. So again, there's not going to be many opportunities. Wumbo doesn't give many openings to Mugra to actually gain any advantage here. But in situations where he does, Mugra, it's very important that he takes those and recognizes them. But right now, he wasted that T-piece on the overhang while not having another one in sight. A very greedy move, because if you try and make a T-spin without a T-piece, you're really just putting yourself in the hands of RNG. And especially against someone who can put as much pressure in as Wumbo against you, that's not something that you should really be trying to rely on. And even if he does get good RNG, he still has to cycle 5 pieces before getting to it. So it's an all-in-all not very good move. And speaking of all-in-all not very good moves, Mugra having to skim down a bit to get to his garbage holes, although his garbage was very forgiving. And this might mean that he can take an advantage here, but Wumbo, as I say that, I wasn't looking at his board, but he gets a very nice combo there. and was able to pull out 130 APM and just really shred through all those lines. And Mudra, going for a PC, I don't think that PC opener would be the best move here, since wait, what was I saying? Oh, I got distracted by that spike from Wumbo. Okay, what I'm saying is that
about the PC opener, that is not a good idea in this case.
Yeah, it's not that good in this case because PC opener, it really favors the people that can use garbage better, since it gets a ton of clean garbage into play. As you've been seeing, it sends 10 lines of completely straight garbage. There's no variance in where the holes are in this game. But Wumbo doing some nice cheese sending, and again, that layer of cheese right above the clean lines. He's perfected it well. But now, Wumbo looking to close out the match. There it is. There it is. It's his signature. His signature 4-wide. Alright, and there we go. That was kind of a BM way to get the 10th win, but yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, that was a very BM way. He only chose to 4-wide at the last round, too, to get the 10-0. So it looks like Mudra wasn't able to follow up on him saying that he would take one round.
But it's okay. I mean, that match was...
Yeah, it's a Wumbo, though. He was definitely not prepared for that kind of mastery of distribution of garbage. Okay, so on to the next round. We have Firestorm versus Seto. And
I know Seto, he's from Argentina.
Yeah, I actually watched a lot of his replays before this, so yeah. Out of any of the players he could like any of the very strong players that he could have gone against, I believe that Firestorm is probably his probably very good for him. I wouldn't say that it would mean that he wins. Of course, he's still at a disadvantage due to just how good Firestorm is, but his playstyle is definitely better against a player like Firestorm rather than a player like Wumbo. And if you guys don't know Firestorm, he's actually the Ultra World Record, and he's an absolute monster with APM. Seto is he's very clean. I've noticed that there's not many situations where you can catch him with a messy board. And that means that he'll be able to tap into all that clean garbage that Firestorm is sending. And we're gonna see a very fast-paced battle out of this one. Okay, so we're just waiting now. Dazer, what's going on?
Yeah, no, I just asking the players if they want. Okay, the rule says they can choose to do one warm up or no warm ups.
Okay, looks like they're choosing to do a warm up though. Okay.
One warm up, one, and Firestorm says okay, so that's gonna be it. They're gonna play, and they're starting right now. Okay, change the scene to julf. Okay, we're in. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We are ready.
So yeah, lots of clean garbage already in play. And so this is what I was talking about a fast-paced battle. Wow, Firestorm going for a 2 TST there. Again, putting so much clean garbage into play. These are my favorite kinds of matches. Personally speaking, watching downstack battles compared to this, it's like night and day of a difference. And so, seeing the rapid back-to-back attacks and all the clean garbage that's being sent, it really speeds up the game, because now players don't really need to be thinking about downstacking as much. Yeah, they don't have to be thinking about downstacking as much, and they can just focus on putting out T-spins and using those clean garbage lines for Tetrises. And we're already seeing that right now. Seto getting the perfect garbage lines. And so we're seeing right off the bat, both players at above 100 APM. which is actually pretty crazy. Because APM, if you guys don't know, is attack per minute. So they're actually sending like a Firestorm had 170 attack per minute that game, which is like it's absolutely insane. And so Seto really isn't afforded much time to upstack at the start of each game, because if he upstacks like that right there, he's putting himself at a disadvantage if he doesn't have an eyepiece. And yeah, really, right there, he has to figure out, and I don't know if he's even listening to me, because, I mean, usually it's, people don't listen to the casting while they're playing, but if he is listening to me, like, he'll probably catch on, but chances are he's not. And if he's not, he's gonna have to catch on his own that he can't be doing that much upstacking at the start of each game. And it looks like he has a lot of pieces on his board. Really, what we should be focusing on is the amount of colored blocks on his board. Because, oh crap, that misdrop. Okay, yep, that misdrop ends the game. So, yeah, he can't have too many of his own blocks on the board. He has to really be keeping his board flat and not going for too many high commitment T-spins, because if he does that, he's putting himself in danger for having his garbage holes covered, which is not something you want to have against Firestorm. And as you can see, that's a perfect example right there. If he has to even spend a little bit of time towards getting to his next garbage hole, he'll just get completely flooded with a sea of garbage from Firestorm. Due to, again, being one of the highest APM players in all of Tetris, Firestorm is an absolute, like, it's really crazy to play against him due to that high APM. A super efficient attacking coming out. The way he transfers and skims into those T-spins are very, very good. So, again, tough battle for Seto. Even though this is the situation where he's best in, he's still getting beaten very, 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 very badly right now. And so, Firestorm actually not very characteristic of him, but he's sending a bit of cheese. And actually, wow, he has so many misdrops. Okay, Seto has to capitalize on this. He sends some garbage, but Firestorm was able to clean it up in time. It actually took him a long time, though, to get through that. Had he not sent that little bit of cheese earlier, Seto would have been in a lot better of a position to attack back. But it may be worth noting that Firestorm made the excuse that he wasn't playing on a he was playing on a weird setup before this. So that might be why. I don't know. I don't want to rush to conclusions quite yet, but if I were to make a hypothesis, that would be it. And so now we're seeing Firestorm getting sent to a wave of cheese. Seto also having not a very easy time getting through the garbage that he has. And it's being spiked to the very top, but he's still holding on! He's still holding on for dear life, but Firestorm was able to put out so much APM there. Misdropped at the end. Oh, Seto! He tried to go for a cheesy side 4-wide, and certainly did not go well for him. That's another thing that he does. He actually very frequently does side 4-wide, except against someone like Firestorm, it's got to be very, very quick, and he's got to catch him in a bad position, because if he tries to side 4-wide while Firestorm is in a comfortable position, then that's definitely just asking to be spiked and to get topped out super quickly. But again, he's still going for that side 4-wide, getting a nice line of garbage, but he wasn't able to get the 4-wide snowballing enough to make a difference there. So, really, Firestorm putting out too much garbage to be harmed by that 4-wide, by that side 4-wide. And now Matsushita having a little bit of cheese to deal with. The reason why he has that cheese is actually because he decided to cancel half of Firestorm's clean sends, which is really something that you have to be worrying about against players like Firestorm, because if you panic and you combo while he's sending clean garbage, you might actually break up that that clean line into small messy lines within that panic. Except it's easier said than done to not panic against such high APM. And that's gonna be it. That's the 10-0 for Firestorm.
Wow, that match was fast. I was expecting Matecito to win one round. Matecito.
Yeah.
So
what
sad.
really made it there? Yeah, what really made the match there was that Matecito, like he made a lot of stacking decisions that weren't flat, and he committed to a lot of T-spins that caused him to stack up one side too much, which in many cases covered up his garbage holes, and over time those mistakes really added up to this 10-0 victory for Firestorm.
Well, Julf, if you are listening to me, please, we're gonna do a restart of the Jstris room, so you can enter please again to the Jstris room. So maybe it fixed some of the lag, because sorry, it was some lag on the screen, at least on the server. So
Wow, Firestorm had 10 game APM of 147 there.
By
Dude,
the way,
147 APM.
the next match is Eddie versus Delicious. So this is gonna be the green shield battle again.
Yeah, battle of the
Okay,
Jstris moderators.
This is so fun because on last Jstris Cup, this match happened again. So this match already happened on the first Jstris Cup last month. It wasn't streamed on this Twitch TV channel, but Delicious battled Eddie, and Eddie won. That was 1 month ago, on like the last weekend of June, and now Delicious wants his revenge. So okay, we're gonna have just a pause for like 2 minutes, and we're gonna ready to start. So you can talk again, Garbo.
Okay, so yeah, Eddie and Dal. Eddie is a very, very clean player. His down stacking is actually very, very nice too. Dal's kind of a balanced player. He all of his skills, nothing stands out too much, but nothing's absolutely terrible either. So yeah, he has a nice balance of everything, and he's in a good spot to take advantage of Eddie messing up. But from watching Eddie's gameplay, it may be the few replays that I watched, but something tells me that those opportunities are going to be very few and far between with him. But, wait. Okay, and the winner of this match is going to have to go against Firestorm. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh.
that's gonna be quite the adventure. Yeah, today will be all of the finals.
Yes.
I'm just reading through a bit of chat while we have this break here. Dal better be wearing the Tetris suit right now.
Oh, they are doing the warm up right now. They're ready.
Wait, they're doing the. Wait, am I not in this room? Wait, where's the in? Okay, never mind. We didn't make a new room. Okay. Okay, so this is the warm up game.
Oh, you are still inside, right?
Yeah, I'm in. No, don't worry.
No.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Dazer, chill.
Press F5. The streamer just press F5. You are still in the room.
Okay. So, what is Dal doing? Wait, what? Alright, so it looks like Dal's, seems to be building a bit of art here. So, but, having to combo through all of that sends Eddie a ton of cheese lines. So Eddie's gonna have to dig through it. But again, Eddie's an excellent down stacker. His cheese race is very good, and also he actually he plays versus. He plays versus pretty quick too. He doesn't have that much of a drop off between down stacking and normal stacking, which isn't something that you would see from a lot of players. But he does play a ton of cheese, so it would make sense.
Oh, by the way, thanks so much. We are on 150 viewers.
Oh, dude, PogChamp.
That's actually Pog.
Yeah. Alright. Anyways. So that's gonna be warm-up done. Okay. So the first of 10 looks to be beginning now.
And they're off.
Okay. So looks like Eddie's putting in a lot of clean garbage into circulation now. And Dal is making pretty good use of the clean lines. Although he didn't make the best use. I think he was kind of panicking and he missed a lot of very simple T-spins that he should have been seeing here. I feel like he might be feeling a bit nervous right now. Which it's just my guess. Due to some of these options. And speaking of nervous, these misdrops also seem to be getting to him. And Eddie keeping it fairly clean, although he makes an eyepiece misdrop, which means that Dal might be able to make it back to claw his way back into this one. Eddie's still keeping on with the misdrops, not making very good decisions, but he finally turns that layer of misdrops into a T-spin double. But during that time where he was thinking about that, Dal was not slacking on the attack. He decides to build some more spikes. He's building up this attack, gets a Tetris and a T-spin single, but he sends the clean lines first and then the cheese after, which is not the right order for that if you're trying to kill your opponent. And because of that, Eddie's able to defend himself against this spike and get to a low position before tackling that cheese. And now, Dal's actually being put in an advantage. Very good reverse of who's at the advantage by Eddie. And now Dal has that T-piece misdrop. Part of it got clipped off because Jstris clips off the top of the board. But that seems to be ending the game, even if it didn't clip. And Dal just barely missing that PC there because of that one line being leaked through by Eddie. And now he has an unclean stack due to a misdropped Z piece, which looks to be. Wait, no, it's not the end. It's not the end. That T-spin double there. Okay, never mind. Now it's the end. Yeah, Dal put in a good fight at the very end there. He, with his last little breath, he put in that TSD, which saved him for a bit longer. It could have saved him, but Eddie was just too good at following up on the attack. So now we see Eddie doing a lot of spiking, but the thing is that it's all clean garbage, so it's gonna go away very quick. Because with clean garbage, the way it is that unless you're getting the kill with it, it's gonna come back to haunt you later. And that's certainly happening with him, but Eddie's just too much faster, and his spiking is just shining very, very brightly here. But again, that clean garbage that he's been spiking with is coming right back at him. And now Dal just needs a bit more of a spike to kill him. But Eddie's using that clean garbage. So we're seeing a battle of really who can send the clean garbage and then spike fast enough to take advantage of it. But both players, okay, Dal is doing some weird fractal thing. I don't know what that is, but he managed to clean it up fairly easily. I've been seeing a lot of those. It's kind of like how Master was playing earlier today.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what?
You say
Did someone say something?
No.
Okay, okay. Anyways. So actually, right during that little break, we actually see Dal getting a nice spike, and then following it up well, which isn't something that we've seen very much from him. That's what it comes down to. That's what this match comes down to. If the player who spikes can follow it up well, then that's really what's gonna determine the win. And we see Dal with a J-piece misdrop here. Doesn't actually matter that much because he does a nice J-spin fix, which leads him up actually to a bad Z-piece follow-up. He hesitated a bit too long, and what that meant is that he kind of panicked and forced himself into a suboptimal position. And it's still, again, it didn't seem like much at that time, but the consequences of his actions are still following up to this as far as right now. Okay, Eddie with a side 4-wide there. And looks like that's gonna win the round.
Ouch.
Dal, what are you doing? Okay, Dal. Oh, okay. Looks like Dal was able to recover from that, but you seem to have, I don't know, a hand spasm or something during the very start of the game. Okay, wow, Dal's doing some interesting stacking here, I want to say. Looks like he tries to go for a donated T-spin double at the top of the board. It actually works out, but barely. And Eddie is not really spiking, so he was able to get away, Dal was able to get away with that. And now Dal's able to turn that into an advantage too. Even with his fairly low APM, he's getting in attacks at spots where they do matter. And that is to say that Eddie's APM is also not doing too hot either. There's a lot of cheese being put back and forth. And Dal is committing super hard towards going for T-spins, even if they're very high above their stack. And even to the point where he's stacking right above his garbage holes. And he puts 2 O pieces on the left side, which it's an interesting decision. And he was able to get run over because of that.
I can't understand Alicious. I don't know what he's doing. Some rounds are just pretty weird, like that decision of the 2 O pieces on that place. So weird.
Yeah, I think this is probably just chokes. Okay, so can he downstack this? He does downstack well, and he gets down from there. Eddie with a T-piece misdrop, which means that Dal's able to get in some spiking. He's actually going for Tetris stacking right now. This is not the time, Dal. He doesn't. I don't think he's very confident. I think he's kind of lost confidence in his ability to do T-spins, and because of that, he was able to let Eddie slip. And that's a situation that I know very well. When you lose confidence in your T-spins, especially during opportunities like that, where you're just like, where you just start going for T-spin doubles instead, or going for Tetrises instead of T-spin doubles, that can really cause you to miss opportunities like that. Okay, and now Dal having a messy stack here, trying to dig through it, trying his best to dig through it, but Eddie doing some spiking too. He actually doesn't go for the T-spin, even though he had the T-piece in hold, But we're seeing his very, very strong downstacking come into play now, due to having so much cheese on his board. I think Dal is kind of at a bad matchup here, due to how good Eddie is at downstacking.
This round is so delicious.
Eddie, wait, Eddie is still alive! He's still alive!
No way.
Wow, that comeback from him. And his good
No way.
Wait, he misses the eyepiece though. He misdrops that eyepiece. Dashes it a bit too far.
Oh, Eddie missed the perfect clear. That was so sad.
Okay. And Eddie, having a lot to downstack through, but his garbage hole was luckily not placed above that huge stack of eyepieces, which means that he's going to be able to have a good shot at surviving here. But misdrops the S piece while Dal's going for a nice spike there, using the clean garbage that he had. And Dal misdropping a right side DT cannon, I think that was? But his garbage is super clean, so the spiking from Eddie wouldn't matter that much. Or, yeah, it wouldn't matter that much unless he followed it up with such a good secondary spike, and Dal wasn't put in such a bad position. But everything turned out perfectly for Eddie, which puts him at such a big advantage. But he's kind of choking here. Wow, Eddie's choking so hard. He misses the opportunity to kill him, and now Dal's back to a relatively safe position. It's super easy to choke points where it should be an easy victory for you, and that is definitely one of those times. But Eddie's kind of back to gaining his composure, which means that Dal's being put up to the top. Actually, maybe not. He's doing a lot of unnecessary singles and doubles. But Dal misdropping the T-piece, and yeah, there's really no good way of getting out of that fast enough before Eddie spikes him.
Side 4 wide.
Okay. Eddie with a side 4 wide, and Dal's not punishing it at all.
Oh,
but Eddie with the misdrop! Oh my god!
Oh!
You got hit with karma right there. Wow, okay. So, looks like Eddie's not gonna be trying that side 4 wide again. That was a very cheesy one. And he had it super high up. Dal wasn't punishing it either, so if he had just taken his time instead of trying to burn through that 4 wide fast, we would have seen a very, very wildly different outcome. But Eddie with the misdrop has to, he misdrops the eyepiece, and then has to use another eyepiece to fix it, while he has a Tetris ready, which is definitely a situation, that's the worst possible situation to be, when misdropping an eyepiece. But Eddie now, just getting back to his strong back-to-back T-spins and just spiking a lot, which is the spot that he should be in, because in the other cases where he's kind of at the bottom of the board doing nothing, that's the clearly much worse alternative. But we're seeing them both have similar boards. I don't know why Dal froze up for a bit there. It looked like he was trying to accept the clean garbage, but now he's going for a really weird T-spin double, and his stacking is so messy here. I can't see how he would come back from this, but Eddie's also not playing it the cleanest either. Still, with whatever the hell that was from Dal, I can't see him winning this one. And looks like that's gonna become true. Having to cover his garbage hole with 2 lines, while at that height, it spells nothing but danger right now.
It's like 7-5. It's really close.
Yeah. I actually didn't expect it to be this close, because to be honest, I expected Eddie to just completely sweep this this. But interesting decisions from both sides. I'd say they're both struggling with some kind of nerves. And because of that, that's actually made this much more interesting, because if they were both playing at their best, I'd believe that Eddie would take this round easily. But he's having a tough time.
They're playing right now in front of 160 people. That's gonna make some difference, I believe. Okay,
and now Eddie He doesn't go for the T-spin triple there. I thought he was setting up a T-spin triple. He had the perfect setup for it, but then didn't go for it. So now Eddie, is that a King Crimson? Wait, okay, no, it isn't. Or actually, no, that's called a Royal Silver. That setup that I was thinking of. But I believe I'm the only one that's greedy enough to see those. And anyways, yeah, greedy setups aside, Dal with a J and O piece misdrop over there. Wow, forecasting a T-spin on the side. And looks like he's able to downstack well enough to get down from there. And he's misdropping too. And Dal's really close to tying it up. It's 6-7. Still Eddie in the lead, but not by very much. This could spell the comeback for Dal. Who knows? I believe Dal winning would be quite the upset victory.
Yes, that would be the upset of this tournament, probably.
And upsets don't happen that much in first to 10s. First to 10s, like, people do first to 10s because they want the better player to win. But yeah, an upset like that happening right now. Let's not get too focused on the outcome though, just because right now we're seeing both players having a ton of misdrops, and Dal
misses the TPs.
Yeah, Dal misdropped that one, but his downstack path from here isn't bad. He has a very, very clear path from the top to the very, very bottom, with also a lot of attacking and a lot of cheese garbage being sent. So now Eddie's gonna have a lot to get through here, which might slow him down. But again, Eddie is an excellent downstacker. Misdrops the T-piece though, gets the top cut off, so it isn't too bad for him. But still, with that being said, he misdrops another O-piece, trying to dig through this as best as he can, but he's just not able to. But now he's kind of gaining his grip on the game back. Misdrops the S-piece, but he still lasted long enough to put Dal in a bad enough position to the point where he couldn't punish that. So
I listen like
yeah.
something in the background.
Oh, there is? I think like someone is mowing a lawn or something. Am I? Okay. Okay, don't worry about it. Professional stream, everyone. Okay, Eddie, did he not rotate? He didn't rotate the T-piece, dude. Okay, it looks like. Wait, what's the score right now? Did Dal take the lead?
Oh, I cannot see the score. Oh no.
He missed the PC. Dal, what is happening? This is like Choke City. Holy crap. Dude. Oh my god, this is there's so many chokes. Dude. There's way too many chokes in this game. It's actually nuts. Holy. Okay.
This is certainly the most fun match of this tournament.
Yeah, this is so much fun because okay, don't worry, Eddie and Dal. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. Yeah. So, anyways, Eddie with that interesting Z-piece placement, he actually turns it into a botched floating spin. But I guess that was probably one of the best options for there, because he's able to spike out Dal while he's also making very interesting decisions.
Oh, I missed the score.
Yeah, they start the game so fast.
They are angry.
I feel like Eddie's starting the game so fast because he doesn't want us to see the score.
Well, that's valid. He can do that.
Yeah.
It's not against the rule. It's not against the rules.
Okay. Well, anyways, now we see Eddie's he's slowed down a bit. He's taking his time now, I think. Trying not to make such bad misdrops. His PPS is down by around 0.2, which is quite a bit. Considering while you're playing, it feels a lot slower. But with that being said,
Firestorm say it's 9-7.
9-7. For who? For who?
That's for who?
Okay. I feel like I shouldn't be asking that question just because, like I should, like at this point, I don't even know anymore. Like this match is so weird, dude. Okay, Dal having to make a weird eyepiece placement, but he's able to combo through it fairly easily. And Eddie making some weird placements. His strong down stacking is definitely a bit duller right now, I believe. He's not making the right decisions as far as down stacking goes. But speaking of down stacking, that was actually a good sequence though, and he was able to keep up a high APM while doing that. So he redeemed it. And while that's happening, I don't know what Dal's doing. I really don't know what's going on this match.
Oh, hurry up!
Oh, but the hurry up garbage comes into play.
10-7. That's it. GG's.
10. Okay. Eddie wins. Can you guys still hear the lawnmower? Dude,
What's that noise?
Dude, someone's mowing their lawn. I can't do anything about it. Okay. Listen, guys, this is a professional stream. Jstris Cup.
Yes. This is a professional stream.
Alright, listen, we're professionals. We have sponsors, chat, okay? Shut up. We're basically professionals, don't worry. Okay, you guys can't hear it? Okay, cool.
Okay, and now we are on semifinals. This is it. And for the semifinals, we are already at 170 viewers. Thanks so much. And the semifinals, okay, here's the real deal. First match is Master versus Wumbo.
Okay.
What do you say about this?
They both play pretty similarly. Master sends a bit more cheese than Wumbo, but as far as playstyles go, they're actually super similar. With that being said, also Master, I don't see him using back-to-back much. He usually does a T-spin or a Tetris, and then decides to combo in between them, which isn't as effective as what Wumbo does, which is to send a bunch of cheese and then do multiple spikes. But really, I don't think that'll matter that much this game. I don't think that's what will make the difference. I think what will make the difference, again, in this game is garbage management. They're both very good at it, but the player that's better at it and plays the garbage game better is the one that's going to win this one.
So, Julf, are you showing the bracket? Oh yeah, the bracket's on the screen. So, the other side of the bracket is Firestorm versus Eddie. That's gonna be right after this match. Remember, this is Jstris Cup. It's a monthly cup played on Jstris, organized by the Latin American Tetris crew. That's me for Puyo Puyo Tetris Latin America, and Julf and Mikami from Faction Tetris Mikami from Argentina. And we have sponsors Latin Gaming Arena. Thanks so much for your support. Root Design, that he also worked for Latin Gaming Arena. Also Hard Drop, thank you so much, Hard Drop, especially Blink, that he also donated to the prize pool. And thank you also to our last sponsors, Matcherino. That Matcherino is the website that we use to get these prize pools using the sponsors on the website and the sponsor quest and all that stuff for the community. So we are almost ready for the semi-final. Let me change the
Dude, Dazer.
What?
I've been unmuted this entire time you've been talking. The guy stopped mowing his lawn, dude! The guy stopped mowing his lawn!
Professional streamer Garbo.
Through the will of chat, he stopped mowing his lawn. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm lagging.
Anyways, the winner of this round is gonna move on to the finals.
Yeah, the winner is gonna go to the finals, and we are ready. So I'm gonna say, okay, guys, Julf, please change the scene to the gameplay. Okay, we are in the room.
Okay. So are they gonna be doing a warm up? Okay.
Yes, this is a warm up.
So this is a warm-up, which means we're gonna get a nice little glimpse of the interaction between these two players, and this is a match that I'm very interested in. I hope to not see Choke City again, but I don't think so, because Wumbo and I don't know about Master's experience. I believe he's an experienced player, but Wumbo's definitely been in his fair share of tournaments, so we won't be seeing Choke City, I don't think. And so, actually, Wumbo's being put at the disadvantage here. Master's comboing. He's very, very aggressively pulling off combos, but Wumbo is able to get down from that very well. And Master, this is not the time to be doing those kinds of weird builds. But he has those two eye pieces, digs through that, and this is actually such a close match. Wow, this is just the warm-up.
This is just a warm-up.
Oh my god, I'm actually hyped for this match, dude. And looks like Wumbo takes the round. They're both very strong at combos, and they can very quickly spam out back-to-backs or T-spin doubles and Tetrises.
And we're off. Again, the match started. F to 10. Garbo. Let's go.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So looks like Wumbo's getting serious here. We see him starting with a center 4-wide. That's kind of Wumbo's trademark thing. And anyways, it actually Master doesn't give him the breathing room to fully get the 4-wide to a point where it's dealing significant damage though. And Master, what's this? Okay, he stalled. He's trying to tank up that garbage and spike out Wumbo, but it wasn't a very productive stall since Wumbo wasn't in a position where a spike would have killed him or put him under any stress, and we saw that right there. The pressure being put on him by that spike was not very high. Master misdropping the eyepiece there, and recovering from it fairly quickly though. We're seeing Wumbo here trying to build up something. He gets nice few back-to-backs there, and is able to just grind through the garbage too, keeping that APM high. But during that time, while Wumbo was setting up and skimming for that T-spin, Master took that to his advantage and spiked him out. So, Wumbo's center 4-wide got to a good point at that time, and it really ends the games quickly. 4-wide, if it goes well, the match is over. And looks like the match is going to be over on this one too, because Wumbo, see, if he can get those, that combo moving, he's getting like 200 APM. He actually had like 199 APM that game. But it's going to slow him down having that S-piece. And the thing is, in Jstris, the top of the 4-wide gets cut off, but he's able to get a nice combo there. Master comboing of his own with no form, just freestyle comboing right there. Able to counter off the last little bit of that 4-wide, which means that he's still in the game. We're moving this game into mid-game. I just said game like 5 times in the same sentences. Oh my. Okay, whatever.
Professional streamer.
Yes, professional streamer. Listen, we have sponsors. Talk to me when you have sponsors. Anyways. Okay. Wumbo here, actually going for a bit of a combo. He decides to pad out his stack a bit more, covering his garbage hole to extend the combo. And that seemed to be beneficial for him because Master is now having a tough time moving through that cheese garbage. Having to compromise his stack a bit to just survive even. And now, Wumbo again, he gets his 4-wide built up very high. We're gonna need, and he gets 2 free clean Tetrises. That's 232 APM. Master needs to do a PC or something at the start of a game. If he doesn't do that, this match is over, and oh, that misdrop! He builds 2 T-spin doubles on the same row! But luckily for him, Wumbo also wasn't able to build up too nice of a 4-wide. And Master, every single time he tries to go for a T-spin triple, things go badly, so I don't even think that thought should even cross his mind anymore. Especially against a player like Wumbo, where he's not afforded that kind of luxury of being able to fix it.
That's 5-1. Wumbo's on the lead.
Yeah. Okay. And I do believe that Master has what it takes to even out this set. But the thing is that if he keeps making decisions like this that allow Wumbo to build up such a nice 4-wide and such a large 4-wide, this really isn't gonna be a nice game for him. And so now we're seeing Master's really putting in a lot of effort to spike Wumbo up to the top. He sends messy garbage with clean garbage in between, but it's not phasing Wumbo since Wumbo is a very good downstacker too. I believe that his practice in Misamino has really helped him. Cause Wumbo's playing super efficient. But with Wumbo's efficiency lead, Master also has a 0.5 PPS lead, which is absolutely huge. So even though Wumbo's playing very efficiently, if Master can even start to catch Wumbo at a disadvantage, he could snowball that lead into something even bigger. And eventually even the win. But now we see Master has a ton of clean garbage! Can he use this to advantage? Doesn't take the T-spin there. Surprisingly, I think he's panicking right now. He's just in a point where he had Wumbo on the ropes, but because he panicked and wasn't thinking clearly, he missed a lot of opportunities to send even more damage, and he missed a game-winning spike.
That was an amazing spike. So sad didn't work.
Yeah, there was just one little extension that he missed. And so now we're back to kind of back-to-back battle, and we see
hurry up
garbage. Now, hurry up garbage, I believe, is actually Master's advantage here, because Master has the speed advantage. He's going to be able to get down lower, and it looks like that prediction was right, because Master is able to take that win. And so now I'm starting to think that if Master really wants to win this, he's going to have to drag games out to hurry up, which is easier said than done, being that a lot of the games won't even get past early game due to Wumbo's 4-wide. Even if it doesn't kill right off the bat, it puts him at a big enough disadvantage with all the messy garbage on his board, which means that he's not in any spot to really fight back. And he's affording Wumbo so much time to just build that 4-wide, but Wumbo actually, we get to see a rare combo cut from Wumbo. That doesn't happen very much, because 4-wide is practically, it's practically infinite. So a lot of the times when it cuts, it's your fault, but I believe that Wumbo's pretty much among the best at continuing that combo. So it was just a spot where he rushed it, and he lost the last 3 combos that could have won him the game. And because of that, we're gonna see Master doing some really nice spiking there. Again, Wumbo's key strength comes from his 4-wide in the early game. And so, if Master can move past that, they're on a far more even playing ground.
And that was another 4-wide, 7-3.
Yeah. Wumbo made a good use of that last bit of a combo. Most players wouldn't have seen that last little combo extension, but he was very resourceful with it, being an experienced 4-wider, and he's able to spike him out at 240 APM. So, Master's not finding the right spikes here. Like, you can't really combo against 4-wide. You have to... Wait, Right when I say that, Master's actually fighting back with combos, and it worked! It worked, dude!
We're in the mid
Holy!
Master
Alright.
survived this round!
It's as if Master's just saying like, alright, I'll prove you wrong. I'll prove you wrong. Holy! That was crazy. Okay. So, Master is very good at combos, but he was the combo there was super impressive because I did not see that coming. I certainly did not see that one coming. But again, it's still 9-3, match point for Wumbo. Master's gotta do something. He's gotta start spiking early, I believe. Did he just miss a PC? Oh my god, Master just missed the game-winning PC. Oh, okay,
oh no,
okay.
Master!
Master, no!
Okay.
Okay, but he's coming back. I can't help but cheer. Like I'm not supposed to be biased, but I can't help but cheer for Master at a time like this. He goes for the C spin there. Gets the C spin. That's a nice spike. Okay, get to that T piece, and then now he's trying to. Oh, he makes some bad decisions. Wastes the I piece, and that's Wumbo's win.
That's Wumbo's win.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Dude, that's a match.
Wow. Yeah, I thought it would be a lot closer between Master and Wumbo. But he really took it further than I thought he would there. So yeah, that 4-wide, I believe the problem with that match, if every game started from mid-game, it would probably be like something like 10-8 or something like that, right? But, what really set this match apart was that Master was not able to spike Wumbo when he was building that 4-wide, and because of it, he was able to reap the full value of that 4-wide every single time. Because...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay,
the next match is gonna be the other semifinal, Firestorm versus Eddie.
Alright.
You can say, you can talk.
Yeah, okay.
Be careful.
So the next match is gonna be Firestorm versus Eddie. Firestorm is, again, being the absolute APM monster he is. Eddie's gonna be in for a lot. Certainly a lot. Firestorm, actually, I don't know who has higher APM, Ajamba or Firestorm, but they're both absolutely crazy. And so Firestorm, being one of the best attackers in the game, sends a ton of clean garbage. So if Eddie's gonna have to play it as clean as possible in order to have even a chance at winning games. So are we switching the scene? Wait, is this a warm-up?
No,
I don't think they're doing a warm-up. I think this is the actual match. Wait, switch the scene. Wait, was that? Okay. So, it's also worth noting, again, I said this last time Firestorm was playing too, but Firestorm, he's actually traveling right now, so he's on a weird setup, apparently.
Jet lag.
But, yeah, okay. Wait, did he? Okay, no, he didn't. So, for a second, I thought I saw a PC, but... Anyways, Firestorm already opening right up with some high APM. Eddie, though, he's holding on. He's keeping his stack pretty clean. But still, he's probably gonna get overwhelmed by Firestorm one way or another, unless he gets in a big spike here, and can pressure him. Eddie keeping it clean, keeping it fairly clean. The chokes that we saw in him versus Dal are gone.
And that's around.
Yeah, so now, okay, that was actually a pretty good fight from Eddie, I'd say. If he can, again, keep his board as clean as possible, that's gonna be his shot, because if you can see those huge straight lines of garbage that are being sent towards Eddie, that's that's really gonna be Eddie's only chance at putting together a spike that can kill.
And he's
And
actually doing it right now.
Firestorm doing some bad stacking here. That's not something I would expect from him.
He got
And Eddie
around.
takes a round.
He got around.
So that's gonna open this up again. Super clean, very good at down stacking, and that means that Firestorm is actually gonna have a little bit more difficulty killing him than he normally would against players around Eddie's skill level, which is good news for Eddie because he needs every advantage that he can get in this match. So Eddie keeping it remarkably clean too. Being able to access all of that garbage at an instant's notice. So this may actually be a dream matchup for Eddie. Wow, okay. Again, keeping it super clean, but Firestorm is just now he's starting to send some cheese. So maybe not so much of a good matchup since Firestorm's adapting to the situation. Again, he's not letting Eddie get too comfortable there. Okay, so Firestorm, wow, the PC killed him, the double PC. So, as I was talking about before, the PC opener is used to get clean garbage into circulation, and that's really what's happening here because Firestorm wants that APM match. That's where he shines. That's his key strength, is those high APM battles. So what he's doing is he's actually he's getting as many PCs as he can at the start, in order to mean that the rest of the game will be fairly clean. And if he can get 3 PCs off, that's practically guaranteeing him a clean match. But with 1 PC like that, Eddie still has some headroom to go for combos instead. And that's meaning that Firestorm is not having as good of a time with his APM. Still though, 140 APM is absolutely nuts, and it's really showing in how Eddie's getting overwhelmed, even being as good of a downstacker as he is. Going for that I-spin PC. And now Eddie's resorting to side forward, but he's not able.
Ouch.
He actually misses the combo extension and dies. But then again, if he had waited long enough to see the combo extension, it also probably would have meant bad news for him.
Well, this is match point now for...
It's already?
It's already match point.
Oh my god.
Dude, this match is brutal.
Alright, after this is finals.
Grand final.
So...
It's final.
Yeah, actually,
Oh my god.
Firestorm being put under a lot of pressure. If Eddie can do something about this, he's choking. No, Eddie. Eddie's choking too much here, dude. Yeah,
and
he gets spiked out. 10-1. Dude, what's with Tennessee? They have all the good Tetris players. And maybe not all the good Tetris players, but they have good Tetris players.
Okay, now I have to tell you guys something. This is a rematch from the grand final of the last Jstris Cup. The last Jstris Cup grand final was Wumbo versus Firestorm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm making the bracket.
So in this finals, Wumbo versus Firestorm. Yeah, his Wumbo's center forward, while it went fairly unpunished versus Master, he's gonna have a lot harder of a time getting to a point where forward can make a difference versus Firestorm. Maybe sometimes, like, I wonder if he's not even gonna go for it. Like, I feel like it might not even be worth it for him to go for a center forward against Firestorm, since his APM is just too high for his center forward to even get to a high enough level.
Okay, first, thank you so much to over 200 viewers. Amazing. And This seat is gonna be the grand final of the Jstris Cup 2 or July. To everyone that's watching, Jstris Cup is right now a monthly tournament. We run this. We are the Latin American Tetris crew. This is organized by me and my community, Puyo Puyo Latin America, and Faction Tetris Mikami. Right now it's julf on the stream controls, Garbo on the commentators, on the comments, and me. And if you want to join a tournament like this is a monthly tournament. You can join next month. It will be open probably on the last weekend of August. Okay, of the last weekend of August, it's gonna be the Jstris Cup 3. So if you wanna have fun, it's gonna be a one-day tournament, not like this one. It's gonna be a one-day or maybe two-day tournament during weekends. So if you wanna have fun and try your skill, you can join. And again, thanks so much to our sponsors. Our sponsors are Latin Gaming Arena, Group Design, Hard Drop. Thanks so much, Bleach, for the donation. And of course, all the prize pool of this tournament is on Matcherino, and we are right now on 72 USD dollars. I mean US dollars, not USD dollars, US dollars. So that's it, and now we're going to announce. You want to say something, Garbo?
Wait, are we showing the game? Because I think they're doing a warm up.
They already did the warm up.
Wait, they what? They already did?
No,
did I miss it?
No. Wait.
Wait, they already did the warm? What?
Okay. Change the scene, julf.
What kind of warm up was that?
Doesn't matter. Okay, Wumbo say it doesn't matter. Firestorm has to answer. Firestorm. I'm gonna change the grand final title. Title. Final. Wumbo versus Firestorm. Okay.
Alright. Looks like Firestorm's taking the warm-up. Okay.
This is a warm-up. You can
looks like okay, either Wumbo's not taking out the 4-wide in the warm-up, or he might not even try and 4-wide this game. So we'll see. Again, Firestorm's just still pumping out that APM super high, and it's gonna be looking to be a bit of a lot for Wumbo to handle. I was gonna say a bit too much since he was getting spiked to the top, but he actually pulled a super nice down stack and was able to pull his way back down to the bottom of the board. But with that being said, Firestorm was able to get to a safe position and then start putting out damage too. So these are two super experienced players, and I know I'm saying my adjectives twice, but that's because they're just that good. And now Firestorm's being put under some cheese. Actually, wow, okay. And he's gonna actually... Okay. Wumbo takes the warm-up game.
And there we go.
Alright. So, we're seeing a 4-wide battle! What? I didn't expect that. I certainly did not expect that. Wow, okay.
Oh,
and... this...
Seto.
Oh, no! Firestorm! Alright. Wait, that's not a... Wait, that's a 3-wide! Firestorm, learn to count, dude! No! Firestorm, what are you doing? Firestorm!
Oh no,
dude, what are you doing? Firestorm! Okay, now we see Wumbo's the one with the miss drops. So, will Firestorm be able to take this one? He's comboing, but he actually breaks it! Firestorm breaks the combo! Okay. That leaves this game in the
And
mid game.
again,
Actually, no!
and
No!
again.
Firestorm's building it up again! He's double dipping on the 4-wide there! Okay,
And it
okay,
works!
that combo, and
It
he
works!
gets it! He gets it! There we go. That's the win for Firestorm. I don't think Wumbo was
Wumbo
expecting
again.
him to try and build part 2 of that. Oh, that 4-wide though. Oh, is this really gonna be one of those games? Okay, okay, Firestorm's
has no
going for those
mercy.
PCs. He's going for it. Okay, wow, look at that. Oh, 3! That's 3! That's 4! Firestorm!
and Wumbo missed it! Wumbo missed the 4-wide!
Alright, oh! Wumbo, he didn't have the pieces to start. He got so greedy there. Wumbo actually got very greedy with his 4-wide, and decided to stack up further. And he didn't get the right pieces to extend the 4-wide with. And now he's just overwhelmed. It's tied up 3-3. Alright, and Firestorm looking to get back into those back-to-back PCs. Gets the second one. Okay, goes for a T-spin double now. Firestorm... oh wow, Wumbo!
Oh,
Wumbo
4-3.
takes all that and combos it
Wumbo
right
winning.
back into his face. Wow, that's the dangers of PCs. Okay, okay. Firestorm actually misses the second PC. He had it, I'm pretty sure. But because of that, Wumbo was able to gain a nice little lead there. Okay, but he misdrops the T-piece. Wumbo misdrops. And that means that Firestorm's not gonna be slacking, taking advantage of that.
Tied to
It looks
4.
like that's the win. Okay, again, more PCs. Wumbo not being able to stack his 4-wide enough. Gets second one? Second one? Wow, this is what I mean. That APM, dude. Oh, that's hot. That's holy. So Wumbo, he's still attempting a 4-wide. I don't know. Has he not learned? Oh, but that perfectly spawned garbage hole saves him. So now that this is going into mid game, this is going to be a lot more interesting of a battle. I believe that Firestorm is favored towards the mid game, but even with that being said, Wumbo still has some good down stacking. He has very nice down stacking, and he plays very clean. The thing is, his mixing of clean and messy garbage is kind of getting interrupted by the sheer amount of garbage that's being sent
Mudra.
from Firestorm. And yeah, Firestorm just keeps up the APM through Wumbo's misdrop. Wumbo is protecting himself barely with a T-spin double, very, very clutch. Doesn't quite get the eyepiece, he can't rotate it over! And looks like, yeah, Wumbo's APM is not looking too hot right now, mostly because he's getting put in situations where he has to go for down stacks that aren't giving him much garbage sense. He's not comboing out of it as much as he really should be. And I believe he's relying a bit too much on 4-wide. Meanwhile, Firestorm's still playing his APM game, because if Wumbo tries to challenge Firestorm in an APM match, he's just challenging Firestorm at his own game, and that's not a situation that he wants to be in. Because I think Wumbo has to.
Oh, nice spike!
Oh wait, oh Wumbo, he gets Firestorm in a bad spot, and then he starts going for that side 4-wide. That was very well timed.
He finished him with a side 4-wide.
Yeah, but Wumbo is very, very good at assessing the situation too. You can see there, he took perfect advantage of Firestorm being in a bad spot. And also, he's able to get the 4-wide going too.
6-6.
So, there we go. We're seeing, again, Firestorm's PCs here. Okay,
Oh,
and
this
Wumbo
is bad for
having to
Wumbo.
do an interesting 4-wide extension. And oh wow! Wow! Firestorm's just center 4-widing! That's super BM. That's really BM. Holy.
He's really tilting Wumbo.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. And the PCs. But Wumbo gets a nice 2 Tetris spike out of that first PC. Moving on to the second PC's garbage lines. Gets a bit of a down stack, but Firestorm's overwhelming him with so much APM. 210 APM. 210. Wow, that's an absolutely crazy amount. But Wumbo has a nice 4-wide here. And
Oh,
okay,
he's waiting.
Firestorm,
He's waiting.
Firestorm timing it super well. That was very smart from him. If you saw that, he timed his PC so it would cancel out and save him from that 4-wide. That's something that comes with a lot of experience from playing this game, and especially playing against 4-wide too. But now we see the game's going into mid game now, and I've realized how little we've explored mid game between these two, with how much PCs and 4-wides are coming out. Two fairly early win conditions. But Firestorm, that would be trouble for most players, but he's able to super cleanly get out of that situation with even incorporating nice T-spins into his downstacking too, making no compromises on APM even during the downstacking process. Also getting a TSD into TST there. Wow, look at that APM. And Wumbo's doing a good job of keeping off this garbage. And he's actually sending out messy garbage as to try and interrupt Firestorm's flow, but Firestorm's not that phased by it. Even then, if Wumbo just brings up his cheese sending a bit better, then it would work out. But now we're seeing it's match point for Firestorm. So now we see a 4-wide battle coming out. And Wumbo breaks it! Wumbo breaks his chain! Which means, and he breaks the combo too!
It's over!
And it ends! Wow. Firestorm at the very end, he takes out the 4-wide against Wumbo too. Beats him at his own game there. GG! That was good. That was good.
Dude, that was so lag. I couldn't type on the game.
That was good though.
That's 10-6, and the winner is Firestorm. What a match!
Yeah, what a match!
What a match! Firestorm won again. He's our back-to-back champion. If somebody's listening right now from the Japanese Tetris community, you can try to defeat this guy.
No, don't tell them. Don't tell Japan. Don't tell Japan. It'll be a slaughter. All right, listen. I know. Okay, to all you people watching, don't let Japan know about this tournament. They're gonna kill everyone.
And that's it. That's gonna be it. Can we do an interview or something?
Interview?
Or no? Wait, they don't use mic, right?
Was this not planned?
No. Okay. Let's not do that.
Professional streamer.
Professional streamer. No. Actually, we were just expecting we don't know what to do after this. Firestorm won, Wumbo second place, but now we don't have something cool to show.
Wait, what do you mean?
A post-game interview. Okay, Garbo, give us a post-game analysis.
Okay, yeah, the matches actually boiled down to a lot of the same kind of stuff. Firestorm really made it a game about clean garbage there, because Wumbo, I could see him trying to combo and trying to get messy garbage on Firestorm's board, but really, again, this is a match of clean garbage, and Firestorm's APM really overwhelmed Wumbo a lot of the time. Since, again, with all those PCs, it's not only that he got 3 PCs and it sends so many lines, but it also turns the game into something that's much more oriented towards clean garbage. And that's really where Firestorm shines, because he can just keep on pumping out those back-to-backs. And that's really where he has the advantage over Wumbo, I'd say. And Wumbo wasn't able to get out his 4-wides a lot of the time, because Firestorm kept putting in those PCs. So, good decision making off of Firestorm.
Wumbo says that you don't know what you're talking about. He's telling you.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw.
So this is it.
Wumbo,
Thank you so much.
Wumbo, what's your analysis of it?
Oh yeah, Wumbo can also do analysis.
If he has any input too, because I'm talking from a spectator point of view, and I'm not one of the players in there. So
yeah, the players can just write in the chat their impressions, or I don't know.
If you wanna talk about.
They
like
would
not
probably
talk, but in chat.
Not do yeah, you can just type in chat. So they are like good sportsmanships. GG's always fun to play you, Wumbo, and Wumbo says same.
Mm. That was a good match though. I saw a lot of.
That was a good match. And a good tournament too. Now, officially, there is no third place, but if Master wants to play Eddie, like off tournament, they can do it. That can be like a third place match. I don't know if they want to play it. That's off. That's like off the schedule. No, the payout is for the prize pool. The prize pool is first and second place get prize, and also third, fourth place. Top 4 get prize. That's the prize pool. But if they want to try to find a third place, they can do it. If they want to. If not, this is over. I want to give my prize to Eddie. Master, that's not the idea. No. Okay, this okay. So we work hard during 1 month to get this prize pool, and now just Master want to give the prize pool.
I mean, does it matter?
No. Well,
I mean, just don't say it publicly.
Well, you can stop saying ooh, ooh. What about that? What you can say to defend yourself, Garbo?
What?
Oh, he didn't listen.
Sorry. Yeah, what? What'd you say?
Forget it. Okay, that's the end for us. So we are the stream now. We are shooting down the stream. Thanks so much for watching. The champion was Wumbo. Second place was Firestorm. And one last time, thanks so much to our sponsor, Letting Gaming Arena, Roof Design, Macherino, and Hard Drop. Thank you, Blink. And Garbo, say something to end the stream.
Go to twitch.tv/garbocan_. Give me a follow.
Yeah, actually, actually, Julf changed the scene to the scene with the Twitch link. So, Garbo, this is your moment to sell out. Go full sell out.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Go to that channel, okay? I'm gonna type in chat, twitch.tv/garbocan_. Okay, there you go, right there. Click that link. Click that follow button, okay?
He's a professional streamer, right?
Professional streamer Garbocan_, yes.
That's it. I'm Dazer. I'm Dazer. I'm from Puyo Puyo Tetris Latin America. Thanks to Julf on the stream controls from Faction Tetris Mikami. Thanks so much for the commentaries, Garbo. And we see you next month on this channel. Let's go. Bye. Garbo, say bye.
Oh, see ya. Yeah,
We are a duo.
that's right.
You
That's the
can
thing
take
that people
vibes.
say.